welcome to Barre with Mary. It is your final day of your 7-day Feel Good Challenge. Congratulations, you made it. Today's class might actually be my favorite of all 7, so I'm really excited to get started with you. One quick thing, if you've enjoyed the 7-day series, I really hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. If you don't feel like you want to do that, you can totally like it, comment it, whatever, share it with friends, anyone you think might enjoy it. I post a new class here every Monday, and the best way for you to support me in continuing to do that is just to hit subscribe, like, comment, etc. Okay, let's get moving. So, today you're just going to use a yoga block. Now, don't leave me if you don't have a yoga block. You are more than welcome to grab a book. I've tried the whole thing with a book, and it absolutely worked. I used Harry Potter, if that helps at all. So, if you don't have a book or a block, you could also grab a yoga ball or even a rolled up towel and see if that could work and stand in as well. You don't need the block to start. Go ahead and set it off to the side. Take your feet wide. All 10 toes are going to be pointing forward. Bend into the right knee and really reach the hips back here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, start to take it left and right. Go, left and right. Yes. So lateral lunges here. A really great opportunity to open up the inner thighs, to heat up the hamstrings and the glutes, and then to also really hone in on your neutral spine. So we're not arching into the low back here. The sides of the waist are nice and long, and your rib cage is wrapping in and down. You're here for 4, 3, for 2. Now hold this one to the left. Yes. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, circle the arms, sweep them back behind you. Again, it's inhale, sweep. And exhale back. 2 more, it's overhead. And sweep it back. The last one goes reach. Now hold this one back, take a big breath in. As you exhale, press down to the left foot. Catch that right knee with your hands. So circle the right ankle around. Drive down to the left heel. And really squeeze to the outer left glute. Take a big breath. And reverse your circle. Release your left hand from the shin. Take it to your left hip. And then just gently let the right thigh bone open up in the socket here, getting a nice inner thigh stretch. If balance is an issue, you're more than welcome to take your left hand to a wall. Big breath in. As you exhale, step that left foot out, bend into it. And again, go side to side, lateral lunges. Beautiful. Now as you move side to side here, option, take the arms forward and back. Go, reach, extend, yes. So with the second time through, maybe you feel a little warmer. Maybe you're a little more ready to take the feet wider and then sink a little bit lower. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. Now this one you're gonna take to the right and hold it. Sweep the arms forward in front of you. Flip the palms to face each other, take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then inhale, reach them apart. It's inhale, squeeze. Sorry, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Go, exhale, squeeze. And inhale, reach. So shoulder blades are squeezing together and spreading wide. 2 more. Protraction and retraction. Last one. Now maybe you're right in the center, shoulder blades and collarbones, both wide. Big inhale. As you exhale, press into the right foot. Pull the left knee up to the chest. Circle the left ankle around. Really drive down to the right heel and squeeze the outer right glute. Reverse your circle. Release your right hand, bring it to your right hip. And then gently open the left thigh bone out, just getting a nice inner thigh stretch. Opening up the hip, big breath. As you exhale, step left foot wide, and then inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold over those wide legs. Take a moment, maybe rock the torso from side to side. Maybe shimmy the hips. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Walk your hands over to your left. Grab your block. And bring the block in between your thighs as you step back into your high plank. So the block is high in between the thighs. You're gonna squeeze it there as you spread the fingers wide and then really draw the thumbs in towards each other. Inhale, press the back of the head up to the ceiling. As you exhale, lift the low belly and squeeze in on the block. Now on this next inhale, I want you to bend both knees to hover just over the mat. And as you exhale, squeeze the block, extend the legs long. Yes, it's inhale, bend. And exhale, reach. You inhale, bend. And exhale, reach. As you bend the knees, I want you to lift the abdominals so that you're not letting the hips change position. 2 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach. Last one goes, bend. Hold that reach to squeeze the block. Go, 8, 7, 6. Yes, you're here for 4, 3, 2, hips high, down dog. Take a moment and pedal through the feet if that feels good for you. Take a big breath. As you exhale, I want you to push both heels down towards the mat and find length through the backs of the legs. Inhale, lift up to the tippy toes and roll through the spine back to your high plank. Tap your forearms down, forearm plank. Block is still in between your thighs. Yes, now squeeze the block. Inhale, draw the heart forward. As you exhale, take a little hip dip to the right. Come back to center. Little hip dip left. Come back to center, pick it up. Go, right, left. Little twist, yes, side to side here. Squeezing the block. And then maintaining hips in line with your shoulders so you don't start to hike the pelvis up towards the sky. 4 sets, go 4, 3, 2. Now hold this at center, squeeze the block in, inhale. As you exhale, push through the forearms, lift the low belly, and then lengthen through the crown of the head. Hold here for 4, hold here for 3, hold here for 2, tap the knees, child's pose, remove the block. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Roll yourself up to a seated position. Swing your legs around in front of you. Grab your block. You're gonna take the block in between your hands. Now I want you to flex your feet. Bring them hips distance and have a little bend in your knees. Extend the block out in front of you, squeezing it in between your palms. Take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to scoop your pubic bone up and roll back so you're pressing your sacrum into the mat. Inhale, reverse that. Come all the way back up to seated. Yes, so 2 counts, exhale back. And inhale, lift. It's exhale back. Inhale, lift. Now as you move, I want you to continue to squeeze the block. So we're gonna use the block for our arm work today. The more pressure you put into the block, the more you're gonna activate into the chest and into the shoulders. Yes, 2 more, it's exhale back. Inhale, lift. Now I want you to take this one back and hold it. Just squeeze the block, go squeeze, 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 yes. So pubic bone is tipping up towards your belly button. Your front low ribs are hugging in and pressing back to the wall behind you. Squeeze for 8. Go 6. You're here for 4. 3. I want you to hold the squeeze on the block. Take a hammer curl and reach. Go. In and out. Yes. So elbows are bending. The block is coming in like it's going to tap your forehead. And then you extend the arms long, squeezing into the block. Beautiful. So you're really activating here into the triceps and the biceps. You got some shoulder, you got some chest, we got it all working. Of course your core is holding you still, right? 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. I want you to fold it in half and hold it. Little press up, go little press, little press, little press. No option, add the torso, little lift, little curl, little up, yes. So rib cage is curling in and back as your heart is curling up towards your toes, yes. Elbow tips are wrapping in towards each other. You're here for 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, send the arms long, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to float the block up about 1 foot, and then inhale, lower right back down. It's exhale, block lifts, and inhale, lower. 2 more, you lift it up. You lower it down. Now I want you to lift the block up, hold it. It's little marches with the legs. Go right knee and left knee. Take a little curl as you lift the thigh. Pick it up, go right, left, little curl. Squeeze the block. Soften your shoulders and really find space across your collarbones. You're here for 8, 7. Using your exhale to get a little deeper. Go 4, 3, 2. It's last one right, last one left. Now maybe you float the right leg up. Maybe left leg comes to join it. You squeeze the block. Yes, it's little curls in. Go curl and curl and curl. Beautiful. We're coming up to stand. We're bringing our block with us. After your hold that is on deck. We're there in 4, 3, 2, hold. Inhale, squeeze the block. As you exhale, scoop the pubic bone towards the belly button and sink a little bit lower. Beautiful. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. You're actually coming to your knees, not to standing. Come over to your knees. If you need cushion, roll your mat. Block is still in between your hands. You're going to extend it up to the sky. And then you're going to bend your arms in half so the block is coming back towards the back of the head. Knees are underneath the hips. Inner thighs are going to squeeze in. Now, sit your seat back towards your heels and hover just a few inches above the heels. Beautiful. Shoulders are still stacked over the hips here. From here, the arms extend up and bend down. Take a reach and reach. And lower, lower, add the legs. You lift it up. You lower down. Beautiful. Now you can stay like this or pick up the pace. Go up and down. Go squeeze and lower. As you extend the arms up, I want you to pull your elbow tips in towards each other. And as you lower down, actively squeeze the block. Go 4, 3, 2, hold this one on the down. Go squeeze the block, squeeze the block, squeeze the block. Yes. So triceps and thighs should be working really deeply here. If this is bothering your knees, I want you to play with squeezing your inner thighs in even deeper. If it's still bothering your knees, go ahead and tuck your toes for a little bit more cushion. You're here for 8. Ribs are hugging in. Go 4, 3, 2. It's a little pulse up. Go little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Yes, it's a little pulse up. Legs are staying strong and stable. Seat is hovering over the heels. Shoulders back over the hips. So you've got this. Go 8, 6. Really squeeze the block. Go 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. Your seat goes down an inch, up an inch. Yes, it's down and up. Draw your elbows in towards one another. Squeeze the inner thighs and press the back of the head towards the wall behind you. 4 more. Go 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold it low and breathe here. 4. Lower more. It's 3. Squeeze the block. It's 2. Come up and over. Block is going to come underneath your left hand. Now I want you to take your right hand onto the mat and extend your legs back into a high plank position. Now at any point, knees are an amazing option here. Yes, from here it's a 2 count push-up. Go down for 2. Press up for 2. It's inhale, lower, and exhale, press. Elbows are going back at a 45-degree angle. Your heart is the first thing that initiates the movement down towards the ground. So it's not my chin dropping, but it's my heart reaching down and pressing up. 2 more. Go. Inhale. Exhale. Last one goes down and press. Now take this one down and hold it. Soften the shoulders. Small range. Go little down, little up, little down, little up. Back of the neck is long. Abdominals are lifted. Beautiful. You're here for 8, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Extend the legs if they're bent. Shift the weight into that left palm, side plank. Right arm reaches high. Big breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips, go little lift, little lift, little lift, yes. Top right hip. Stacks over bottom left. You're here for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Hold it, inhale. Exhale, high plank. Take the block. Slide it underneath your right hand. Left hand comes down to the mat. Now you're welcome to come back to your knees if that was more successful for you. 2 count push up, down for 2. Press up for 2. It's inhale, lower. And exhale, press. Beautiful. So with the block under one hand, you're obviously getting an imbalance of work. So we're going to even you out here. This will be it on your hands for today. So if your wrists are getting tired, You just have a few more moments, I promise. The last one here, you take it down for 2. Press, now lower halfway down, hold it. It's a small range, let's go. Little down, little up, little down, little up. Lift your chin off your chest. Soften your shoulders, go for 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, press up, straight arms, high plank. Tuck the toes, extend the legs, shift the weight into the right hand. Left arm reaches up to the sky, side plank. Lift the hips, let's go. Little up, little lift, you're here for 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, high plank. Take your hand off the block, downward dog. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Nice work. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Take the block. Bring it horizontally, and then quarter turn to face me. Your left foot is gonna come onto the block, and your right leg's gonna come out. We're gonna come into a lateral lunge, just like we did for our warm-up. Hips are gonna reach back. Now feel free to play with where your foot is on the block. Really align it so your heel can drive down into that block. Beautiful. Inner thighs press away from each other, and hips pull back. Yes, rise all the way up. Come all the way down. Push through the heel, and hips go back. So as you rise, I want you to really actively drive your left heel into the block, or into the book. As you come down, pull your left hip back and press your inner thighs away from each other. 2 more, you rise. And lower. Last one goes up. Now I want you to hold this one down. It's a little pulse, go, little down, little down, little down. Now as you sink the hips, I want you to really feel this left hip bone pulling back and reaching down towards the baseboard of the wall behind you. Inner thighs are pressing away from each other. Yes, and if you glance down, you're able to see all 5 toes on your left foot. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it, big breath. Now as you exhale, I want you to push into your left heel and just lift the right leg up and down. Go, lift and lower. Yes, it's a little kick and a little kick. Now as you come down, the challenge is to not put too much weight into the right foot. It's just like a little lateral kick. I'm hoping that your left thigh is on fire. Mine absolutely is. Go, lift and lift. Yes, 4 more, go 4, 3, 2, last one. Now come up, find your balance. Now if this is too much, right foot can always come back to the floor. Drop your hips, go little drop, little drop, little drop. It's so small. Left hip bone is pulling back. You're here for 8. Things change in 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Right foot down to the mat, quarter turn to the right. Keep your left foot on the block. Ball of the left foot comes onto the block. Heel lifts high. Square your hips to this right side wall and then sink low into a lunge position. Beautiful. Inner thighs squeeze in. Right heel drives to the mat, full range. Go up and down, go, lift and lower, yes. So as you rise, you're now pushing through the front right heel. As you lower, I want you to feel your inner thighs squeezing towards each other and that back left hip pressing forward. 4 more, go, 4, 3, 2, hold this one low, inner thighs squeeze in, in. So you're not gonna be able to really see me doing this. But what I'm doing is drawing my inner thighs 1 inch towards each other here. Yes, go in and in. Shoulders are stacked over the hips and the back of the neck is long. Go 8, 6, go 4, 3. Hold that squeeze in, front right heel lifts up. It lowers down, yes. Right heel lift. And right heel lower, 2 more, go, it's up. And down, now lift the right heel up, hold it. You know it's coming. Drop the hips, go, little drop, little drop. You're almost done with this left thigh. Ooh, it is burning. You're here for 16, 15. You do not have a hold. Could you get a little lower? Back left knee drops to the ground. Go 8, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Ooh, left foot steps forward. Forward fold. Oh. I know. I haven't forgotten that you have another leg, I promise. But I thought a little moment of stretch would be nice. Big inhale. Big exhale. Soften the knees. Head is heavy as you slowly roll up. Grab your block. Take it to the right side of your mat. Right foot comes onto the block. Left leg extends out. Bend deeply into that lateral lunge. So be sure that your right heel is really anchored onto the block here. Yes. Rise all the way up. Come all the way down. Push the right heel. Hips hinge back. Now as you move here, really use the press of the right heel into the block to bring you up. And as you come down, imagine my thumb in your right hip crease, really actively pulling the right hip back. 4 more, go lift. And lunge, yes. Inner thighs, continue to press away from each other. 2 more, go lift. And lunge, last one, I want you to hold that lunge. Little press down with the hips, go, little press, little press, little press, yes. Now really feel the outer edges of the feet, pressing away from each other here. Just like we set up in our warm-up, spine is long, ribs are hugging in, and you have length in your low back. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, inhale. As you exhale, press into the right heel, float the left leg up, lower down. Yes, it's lift and lower. Keep going. So this is not going to be, at least for me, my most graceful move ever. But what I do find helps is if I keep most of my weight into my right foot. So as you bring your left foot back to the mat, can you fight to not shift all of your weight into the left foot? Because that would give your little right leg a break. It also makes it a lot harder to get back up, I find. 4 more, go 4. 3, 2, last one. Come up, hold it. If the balance is not happening, that's okay. You can always bring your foot back down. We're gonna drop the hips, let's go. Little drop, little drop, little drop, little drop, yes. Left leg is in parallel, so the big toe is pointing down towards the mat. Go 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, left foot to the mat, quarter turn to your left. Right foot's gonna stay on the block, lifting up to the ball of the right foot. Square the hips, inhale. Exhale, sink the hips low, beautiful. Driving down through the front left heel, back right hip spins forward. Full range, let's go. Up and down, go, lift and lower, yes. Now as you rise, I want you to really actively push through your front left heel. And as you lower, you're gonna squeeze the inner thighs in and really draw that right hip bone forward. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2, hold this one low, yes. Squeeze the inner thighs, go, it's in, and in, and in. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. The chest is lifted here, and then really try to relax your face and your neck. Go 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, front left heel lifts up, lower down, again go lift, and lower, 2 more, it's up, and down, last one, lift it up, holds, you know where we're going, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, yes, inner thighs draw in, back right hip draws forward, now you have no hold, this is where you finish your thigh series, that back right thigh should be on fire, go, 16, yes, get lower, it's 12, you are almost there, you're here for 8, 6, You're here for 4, 3, 2, front heel lower, step the back right foot, and forward fold. Big breath in, big breath out. Sink all the way down, come to a seat, grab your block, lay back on your back. You're gonna bring the block in between your thighs, and then bring your feet hips distance here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze the block and feel your hip bones and the sides of your rib cage wrapping toward midline. Beautiful. Inhale, release the block. Exhale, you squeeze. 2 more, it's inhale, release. And exhale, squeeze. Last one, inhale, release. Now I want you to squeeze the block and then float your legs up to a tabletop position. Hands are gonna come behind the head. Inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna squeeze the block and curl up. Inhale, lower. It's exhale, squeeze and curl. And inhale, lower. Beautiful, let's exhale up. And inhale, down. Now as you curl up, I want you to feel your front low ribs drawing down as your heart curls up towards the block. 2 more, exhale. Inhale, last one goes, exhale. Inhale, now I want you to exhale, curl it up, and just start to squeeze the block. Go in, and in, and in. At any point, if you'd rather catch the back of your thighs, you're welcome to do that. You're gonna squeeze the block, and you're gonna notice if the knees are coming closer to you. Really stack the knees over the hips. Beautiful. 8, 6, go 4, 3, hold that squeeze, inhale. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, pull them in. Exhale, you extend. Inhale, in. Now, as you extend the legs, you're using your exhale to squeeze the block. And as you inhale the thighs back in, they're stacking directly over the hips. Yes. 2 more, exhale, you reach. Inhale, you pull. Last one, exhale. Inhale, now you send the legs out long. And then maybe you send the arms back behind you. Beautiful. Squeeze everything in, go squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yes, arms are squeezing in. You're squeezing in on the block. Low belly is hugging down. Front low ribs are wrapping in. And the back of the neck is really long. You're here for 16, 15, yes. You're gonna bring your head down to the mat. After your hold that's on deck, it's 8. Your hold is in 6. Your hold is in 4, 3, 2. Here's your hold, squeeze the block, inhale. As you exhale, lower the limbs just 1 more inch. As you pull the rib cage down to the mat, hold here, 4, 3, 2. Hug everything into the chest, let the head rest back, beautiful. Now take your block and bring it to the mat underneath your right foot. Right heel is driving into the block. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, push through the heels, squeeze the seat, and come up to a low bridge position. Yes. Full range, go. Tap and lift. It's lower and lift. Go. So you'll recognize this seat work from day 1. It's going to be a lot more intense on the hamstrings thanks to the block. So you're in this kind of offset position, right? And so really what we're going to be working is the right glute here. But a lot of that work is going to also come into the right hamstring as well. So the hamstrings run along the back side of the upper leg. They insert into the base of the seat. They help to lift and strengthen the seat. I'm sure you also know that they help with climbing, running, walking, all of those crucial mobility things that we love to do. 4 more, go 4. 3, 2. Now you're gonna hold this one up. Little pulse, go, little lift, little lift. Now I want you to press down through your right heel. So you're really pushing your right heel into the block. Notice if your pelvis starts to tip one way or the other. Really keep the hips in line with each other here. Drive down through the right heel, lift for 8, 6, lift for 4, 3, 2, you're gonna hold that lift. Now I want you to come up to the ball of your left foot. Yes, take an inhale. As you exhale, push your right heel down into the block and lift the left leg up to tabletop. It's inhale, tap it down. And exhale, lift it up. Yes. Inhale, tap. And exhale, lift. Beautiful. Now I like to press my arms down into the mat for this variation. But if it feels better for you to lift your arms up to the sky, by all means, you should do that. 2 more. It's inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Last one goes, inhale, lower. You're gonna hold the lift, and you're gonna extend the left leg straight up to the sky. Right heel pushes down into the block. You lift the seat, go up, and lift, and lift. Yes, the ribs are softening down, so you're not arching into the low back here. Face is soft, shoulders are soft, and then maybe you lift your left hip just 1 inch higher to maintain the alignment of your pelvis. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold that lift. Now imagine trying to roll the block back towards your glutes and then release that. Yes, so you pull the heel in, release, go, pull, release. It's in and out. So I won't be able to see you doing anything, obviously, because I can't see you. But even if I was there, I wouldn't be able to see you doing anything. What I want you to find is that you're energizing your heel back to your glutes and then releasing back to neutral. So it's a hamstring engagement. Yes, hamstrings engage. 4 more, go 4, 3, 2. Now pull the energy of the heel in and hold it. Yes, breathe. Push through the right heel. Drag the heel back towards the glutes and then maybe extend the left leg longer. Hold here for 8, 7, 6. Lift higher. Hold here 4, 3, 2. Lower it down. Slide the block over underneath your left foot. Beautiful work. Left heel grounds into the block. Right foot is on the mat. Exhale, roll up to a low bridge position. Full range, go, tap, and lift, go, down, and up, yes. So now left heel is driving down into the block. Your right foot is stationary and stable on your mat. And as you lift up into this low bridge, I want you to really feel your ribs pulling down, so that rather than arching the back and flaring the ribcage open here, you're staying in a nice long spine. You're just activating and squeezing the glutes down and squeeze. It's down and squeeze. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold this one up. Little pulse up, go little lift, little lift, little lift. Actively drive down through your left heel. And even though you know what's coming, can you soften a little bit more into the face and into the shoulders? Yes, go little up and little up and little up. Hips are square, which might mean your right hip needs to lift just a hair higher. You really actively push the left heel down. You're here for 8, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that lift, inhale. As you exhale, lift up to the ball of the right foot. Left heel drives down to the block as you float the right leg up. And inhale, tap it down. It's exhale up. And inhale, lower, beautiful. Exhale up. And inhale down. So I'm hoping you're feeling a lot of heat into the hamstrings here. We really have done some well-rounded work this week, I feel like. And the one thing when I looked back at all the classes that I felt like I had maybe neglected were the hamstrings. So here, this seat work is really, really focused on targeting the whole backside of the leg. Beautiful. 2 more. And exhale. Last one goes up and down. Now I want you to hold the left leg up, hold the right leg up. Extend the right leg straight to the sky, which might be challenging since you just worked that hamstring. Lift the seat, go little lift, little lift. If you need to bend this right knee because your right side hamstring is too fatigued, that's absolutely fine. Go little lift, drive down through your left heel. Really pushing it down into the block, go press, lift, lift. Yes, right hip stays in line with left. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. Hold that lift, yes. Now the left heel pulls back and releases. Yes, left heel pulls back, release to neutral, beautiful. So again, almost like you're trying to drag the block back to your glutes, and then you release that. Hamstrings fire. You release. Now that when you release, you're still pretty fired up. So maybe release isn't the right word. Maybe engage a little less. It's squeeze. and engage a little less. 4 more, go 4. Release. You're here for 3. You can do this. You're almost done with class, go 2. Now I want you to imagine that left heel pulling back, and I want you to hold it there. Lift the right hip a little higher. Soften the ribs and push down to the left heel. Beautiful, this is your hold. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Lower the seat and hug the knees in. You're almost there. Final thing is coming up on deck. Now grab the block. Bring it to your hands. It was a very graceful grab. I just did with my feet. Did you like that? Roll over onto your tummy, bring your block with you. Now I want you to extend the block out in front of you and take your hand to either side of it. Now gaze is going to come down to the mat, and you may even find resting your forehead into the mat is the most successful thing for you. I want you to squeeze the block, push all 10 toes into the mat, and then really actively push your pubic bone down. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, I want you to float the block up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift it up. And inhale, lower, beautiful. Now as you lift, I want you to really squeeze the block between your palms. Yes. So you're activating the back of the shoulder. You're activating into the upper back. And then because we are in this spinal extension position, we're activating into the mid-spine as well, into the thoracic spine. 2 more, it's lift. And lower. 1 more, go lift. And lower. Now I want you to lift the block up, hold it, and then maybe float the legs up. Start to squeeze the block in, and in, and in. Now option, add the legs in, and in. Everything is squeezing into our midline. The back of the neck is long. The shoulders are soft. And as you squeeze the block, you're feeling everything in the upper body, around the shoulder girdle, really activating here. Soften through the neck, and continue to lift the abdominals away from your mat. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold that in, inhale. Now this is where you're going to finish class. So I want you to exhale, squeeze everything in, and just hold and breathe. Shoulders are soft. Extend the limbs longer, and then try to pop the block between your palms. Yes, you're here for 4, lift higher. Here for 3, squeeze the block. You're here for 2, and rest it down. Oh. Let whichever ear you would like come to the mat. Bend the legs in half, and then just windshield wiper the legs from side to side, releasing the low back. Amazing, amazing work today. Go ahead and switch, putting the other ear down, but continue to windshield wiper your legs. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gently come back to center. Extend the legs. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and press all the way back to your child's pose. Big toes together. Knees as wide as it feels good for you. Just letting your seat sink down toward your heels. Take an inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left, stacking the right palm on top of the left, and then really actively pull your right hip back, opening up through the whole right side body. Big breath in. Exhale. Walk the hands up and over to the right. Left palm stacks on top of right, and you really pull your left hip back, opening up to the whole left side of the body. Big inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. And then gently roll yourself up onto all fours. Step the right foot forward between the hands. The hands come up to rest on top of the right thigh. Inner thighs squeeze towards each other. And you press that back left hip forward. We did a lot of quadricep work in this class too. So really open up to that back left quad here. If it feels good for you to reach your left fingertips high and take a side stretch over to the right, please do that. Big breath. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center, and then press yourself back to your half split. Ooh, let yourself stretch that hamstring out, flexing through the right toes, drawing the right pinky toe back to the forehead as you lift the heart and really pull the right hip bone back. One more big breath in. And a big breath out. Hands to the inside of the right foot. Step it back to your all fours position, and left foot comes forward into a lunge. Hands on top of the left thigh. Squeeze the inner thighs in towards each other, and then press that back right hip forward. Squeezing to the right glute can even give you a little bit more opening here across the front of the right hip. You're also more than welcome to reach the right fingertips high, and exhale, take that big side stretch. Big breath in. And let it go. Come back to center, press back to your half split, flexing through the left toes. Reaching the heart forward and really actively pulling the left pinky toe and the left hip bone back. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Hands to the inside of the left foot. Scoop the left foot back, coming to your all fours position, finding a cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round the spine, pressing into the mat, spreading your shoulder blades away. Keep going like that at your pace. Take one more set through. Meet me in a neutral spine and come to whatever comfortable seated position is good for you today. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, let them go. And that is your class. That is your challenge. You did it all. I am so amazed by you. I hope you're feeling amazing. I hope that you send me messages and let me know how it all went, how it all felt. If you want something like this again, midway through the year, all of that great stuff, I am here for you. I'm all ears. And of course, I'll be back in just a few days on Monday with a brand new Barre with Mary class. I hope that you'll meet me back here on your mat. Have an awesome day.